Afternoon. My name is Shlomo Katz. I'm a counsel in the Washington, D.C. office of Brown Rudnick LLP, where I'm in the government contracts group. And our conversation today will be an introduction to government contracting, or as I sometimes call it, government contracting 101. Government contracting is a lot like regular contracting that you're familiar with from your first semester of law school. There's an offer, there's an acceptance, the parties have to have the capacity to contract, there has to be a meeting of the minds, there has to be consideration, and there are contract interpretation rules. All of those are basic concepts that apply to any contract. But that's about where the similarity ends, because government contracting is very highly regulated by laws, executive orders, regulations, and we're going to talk about some of those today. The first is a law called the Office of Federal Procurement Policy Act of 1974, or the OFPP Act, and Section 27 of that is known as the Procurement Integrity Act. We'll talk about that in more detail. There's the Contract Disputes Act, which governs how disputes between a contractor and the federal government will proceed, unlike in a private contract where you can agree to a procedure, and if you don't, you can just sue each other in court. That's not the case in a government contract. The statute, the CDA, Contract Disputes Act, contains the procedures and the jurisdiction and so on. There's a Competition and Contracting Act of 1984, known as CICA, C-I-C-A, which requires that the default for all government awards of government contracts is competition. There are also exceptions to when full and open competition is required, either permitting limited competition or in some cases no competition. There's the Federal Acquisition Streamlining Act of 1994, which was an attempt to make government contracting a little more like commercial contracting. It created or broadened exceptions to when the large burden of government contracting regulations will apply or will not apply. There's the Small Business Act, which is a law designed to promote and enhance small businesses. It has many aspects that have nothing to do with government contracting, but